I do think it's an important conversation. How are they here legally? Because of executive action on immigration. I don't believe it is an attack on immigrants.
Are you saying they don't have a right to? They shouldn't
race.
Be here when they're
do you not agree
essentially
with temporary
saving the
protected
town?
status? Do you know what temporary protected status is, and do you not agree with it?
No, I think most Republicans do not believe that the executive branch or the officers of it should be able to wave what J.D. Vance correctly calls a magic wand so people can circumvent the normal immigration process.
You have the mayor and the governor saying that these businesses needed workers.
Temporary protected status has been around for a long time.
Ohio businesses needed workers.
Listen, most Americans think we need less immigration, not more. Most Americans think we need a process, and there is a legitimate...
Those two things are
true.
There
is a legitimate conversation to be had about how cities on the border, in Ohio, in New York, and everywhere else are being expected to absorb large populations. That doesn't mean the populations are inherently bad, or the people are inherently bad, or that they don't provide value.
But he's saying they're inherently bad, and that's the point.
But when you put huge numbers of people in communities, and they begin to have impacts on the policing system, the healthcare system, the roads, whatever, the school, whatever it is, and then you just say to the communities, good luck. I think Americans have a right to a debate about this, and this is what the Democrats don't want to have.
No,
they think it's fine, and the Republicans want to talk about why we have an insane immigration system that cannot be controlled and reformed in a way that would make people think, okay, we actually have a process and it's under control instead of being out of control.
That's where you're exactly wrong. Kamala Harris has a wonderful affordable housing policy, and if you guys are really worried about housing for these new Americans, then we should probably support her plan. Have you read it? It's actually pretty good. You're saying that you want to process temporary protected status is a process. Now, you might not like the process,
Correct.
but it is a process that has been used by Democratic presidents and Republican presidents. If there is a problem...
Does that make it right?
If there is a problem, I think temporary protected status, which is something that we give to people when their countries are in crisis, is not just right, it is moral. Okay. So if you really think that there is a problem onboarding these new Americans into our communities, then I think we should all support more affordable housing being built all across this nation, because we certainly have the space.
That can't be done
let me ask you
this span of a month.
What is the electoral play here?